Hello, and thank you so much for checking out 1851 Franchise's top franchise brokers of 2023. My name is Jeff Dwyer, and today I'm joined by Charlie Bever, a consultant and owner of the Career Transition Authority, an independent affiliate with the Entrepreneur Authority. Charlie, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you, Jeff. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So we're all kind of curious, right? I'd love to get right into it. I'd love to kind of talk about your experience. So what makes you successful as a franchise broker?
I would say number one, my experience. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I am also a certified franchise executive, CFE, which is the highest level of distinction that anyone in the world of franchising can achieve. When I combine that certification with my knowledge, I have a lot of experience working with individuals. And, as I work with folks, I do a lot more listening than I do talking because I really want to discover or uncover what's known as their buyer values. And buyer values can be basically described as a wish list, that if the perfect business existed out there, it would match all of the qualities that the person looking at the franchise is seeking. So, I would say that has served me well over the years.
Absolutely. And the CFE is no easy distinction to earn. So congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
It clearly shows, right? So I kind of want to get into, from your perspective, what advice would you have for people who want to become franchise owners?
Number one is, surround yourself with advisors, surround yourself with mentors who can help you through the discovery process. And that's why a lot of people, come to me because, they've never done this before. So one of the, big tips that I give someone right out of the gate is think about your exit strategy first. A lot of people don't think about that, but, where do you see yourself once the franchise agreement ends? Are you going to renew your agreement? Are you going to sell your franchise? So I'm a one-stop shop for those that work with me. I have all of the experts out there in the world of accounting and legal, and whatever help they need, I can help them through the process.
Excellent. You mentioned sort of having an exit strategy planned, and I think that's so vital because not only is it an investment to, buy into a franchise, but owning a franchise is an investment in itself, right? You need to know what your exit strategy is going to be. So it's something that's very important. Everyone should have one.
Yes. I mean, sometimes I get some strange comments. Well, wait a minute, I'm trying to get out before I get in. No, but it's important that you can see yourself. It's important to have a vision. Where do you see yourself 6 months from now? Where do you see yourself 2 years from now? Where do you see yourself when the franchise agreement expires? So I think it's really important to consider all that.
Absolutely. So what does winning look like for you?
Winning goes back to, the buyer values that, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of franchises out there. How do I know which one is best to share with the person that I'm working with? That's where, again, I uncover and discover the buyer values, and then I'm able to match someone to the best of my ability to their buyer values. And when I do make that perfect match, that's winning for me, it's winning for the franchisor, and it's winning for the franchisee. So that's my definition of winning.
Absolutely. And we've already kind of talked on the advice that you give to people wanting to become franchise owners. But for franchisors, what advice would you have for them? Maybe if they wanted your help on awarding more franchisees?
I would say go back and look at your process. And, franchise sales has evolved over the years. There's lots of tools and technologies now that I see a lot of franchisors don't take advantage of. And I think it's a good exercise to go back and, first of all, to identify, do we have a process? And what does that process look like? And is it a mutual discovery process where it's a two-way street? The franchisor does some talking, they do some educating, and then the candidate also has the ability to ask pertinent questions throughout the process. They're giving them time to digest the information over the course of their sales process before they continue on to the next step. So, long story short, having a well-defined sales process, which is better known as a mutual discovery process.
That communication is so important.
Yes.
Absolutely. Charlie, how can franchisors better communicate with you?
Again, going back to technology, some of the franchisors, some of the FSOs that I work with now have the ability to, give me access to a portal where I can look at their notes. So I can go back and see precisely what the conversation looked like with my candidate, rather than, we're all busy. So sometimes, they don't have time to give me a call, but I always have time to go in and look at the notes, and that will serve everyone well. And so, leverage technology.
Absolutely. And it only helps with that up-to-date communication, right?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, Charlie, that is all the questions I had for you today. Thank you again so much for joining us. And again, I wanted to say congratulations on the nomination.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Take care.
Take care.